Good morning. I think I tied my boots too tight. Oh well. Oh, to the well. Good morning. Good morning, y'all. Freedom family, freedom marchers, freedom lovers, and freedom fighters. Freedom family. How y'all doing this morning? It is Saturday, September 15th, I believe. What is it, the 15th? I believe it's September 15th. No, 14th, September 14th, 2024. It is, it's actually a beautiful day, y'all. Even though we got a lot of cloud cover. It feels good, the air feels good. You know what I'm saying? It's been raining on and off, and I came out here at the perfect time. Looks like I'm about to invade a small, defenseless country. Well, it is what it is. I'm not going to do that, but, and speaking of invasions, we are being invaded. We're not a small country, but we are being invaded, and we're not defenseless. Imagine that. Imagine that. Imagine how that works. This country is not a small one, the United States, but we're being invaded and we're not defenseless. Think about that. And that's perfect for what I got to talk about today. Good job, Dad. Mike, you're good for something. So, yeah, we're being invaded. We're being invaded, and the entities that are supposed to defend this country from an invasion is in fact spreading the invaders all over the place. Lulu, what's good? And it's been a minute, Lulu. If that's the same Lulu, dang. The same entities that are supposed to defend us against invaders are ushering them in and dropping them off. They're dropping off invaders all over the country. And, you know, people really focus on the sanctuary cities and the sanctuary states, right? The so-called liberal ran, democratic ran states and cities. But really what people should really be focusing on is the Southeast. Think about that, the Southeast, where the country folks is, the Bible Belt. They have been, this has been going on for years. It's just not very many people are highlighting it, but it's starting to come out in the open more and more because people are getting frustrated. Now, I have talked about how Tyson Foods has been laying off American workers to hire immigrants from Chicago. So they've been doing that. And another company like that, a chicken plant in Alabama, are hiring a bunch of Haitian immigrants. They're hiring a bunch of Haitian immigrants, and there are a lot of immigrants flooding into states like Georgia, Alabama, not really South Carolina like that, but definitely Georgia for sure. Alabama. They were really deep in Florida, but you know, Florida has been cracking down on that type of shit. But here's the point, man. people are getting frustrated. There was this council meeting in some town in Alabama. I can't think of the name right now. It was Lukey Pookie, Alabama, or something like that. Some weird named city in Alabama. And the residents are asking questions about migrants being bussed in and all this other type of shit, right? Being bussed in. So it's not like these people are making their way to these different places on their own. No, they're being bussed in. And then they're just asking questions like, who are these people? Why are you dropping them off here? Blah, 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 this, that, and the third, right? And the council people are telling them, oh no, they're not just being bussed and dropped off. They're being taken to and from work. Who busting them? The federal government. In collusion with the city council people. Right? They're all in it together. Black Spring Autumn was good. Yes, Sylacauga, however you say it, it's a Native American name. So their pockets get, well, yeah, but their pockets, this is what I keep telling y'all. Shout out to ABL, he did a story on this and brought it to my attention. And you see, ABL be on it sometimes, but then he says some silly shit that really lets me know he's still stuck on stupid. Sorry to say it. Anthony Brian Logan is still stuck on stupid. Because he'll say things, he's talking about these city council people kicking the residents of Silikiligi, Salukapuga, whatever you call it, out of their own council meeting because they're asking questions. And then he says, that's why you have to vote in your local elections. Think about that. That's why you have to vote in your local elections. Sunshine was good. This is what Anthony Brian Logan said. Here's my problem with this. That's how they trap you, right? They'll say things like, they act like they own it. They act like they're aware and that they know the system is fucked up. But they'll say things like, oh, we need law and order and vote in your local elections. Here's my problem with voting in your local elections. Is that this chicken plant in Sylacauga, or Cauga, however you say it, are hiring these migrants, right? They're hiring these migrants. And the federal government is giving these migrants work visas, right? And the city council people that were elected locally by the locals. So it's not like, see these city council people, the local bureaucrats, the local executives, the local legislators. Well, they weren't just planted there. They were elected in. So people have been electing these local motherfuckers. People have been participating in local elections. And what happens anyway? What happens anyway? Shit that goes against the best interest of their own constituents and gets money in their pocket. You don't think these chicken plant motherfuckers are paying these city council people to allow this to happen? You don't think that? You don't think that, hey, we'll donate. We'll give you donations. I forgot what the name of the chicken plant is. But, once I find out, I am going, well, I probably I get chicken from a local farmer anyway, so it don't even matter. But here's the point. It's not Tyson. It's a different chicken plant. It's a different company. It's not Tyson. Oh, Sylacauga? Okay. So, thank you, Black Spring Autumn. Sylacauga. Got it. So, damn. It's not Tyson. It's not Tyson Foods. This is some other meat company. But the point is, I keep telling you guys about the special interest groups and the corporations that are truly represented by these people. We're not represented by them. These corporations and these special interest groups are the ones they represent. Those are the ones who get shit done to happen in their favor. The council people are voting in favor of the corporation that owns the chicken plant. So you say, oh, well, that's why you got to vote local, this, that, and the third. Let me tell y'all, that only matters to get the people you want in the fucking office, right? Once they get on that seat, they ain't got to do shit you want them to do. They can make you all the promises. They can campaign. You know what I'm saying? They can tell you they're going to do something. They can, they can appear to be for you. Oh, they're going to tell you all the sweet nothings in your ear. And they might actually have some intent on doing those things. But once they get in those seats, once they get that election, once they start doing their job, they quickly find out that they have to make choices. They have to make choices, especially if they're like Democrat or Republican. Well, they're going to go down the party line, right? They're not going to, because they're going to be left out in the cold if they don't, especially if they have ambitions to go beyond just a local office. Like if they want to become maybe a state senator, you know what I'm saying? Or a senator, you know what I'm talking about. A state senator or a national senator, whatever the case. If they have any ambitions to go beyond that little local office, they're going to have to go with what their party wants them to go with. Or they're not going to get the support. They're not going to get access to the super PACs and all this other shit. And those corporations and special interest groups that have any interest in your little town, whether, that corporation can bring money to your town, they can hire local people, they can do this, they can do that. They can act like, oh, well, we want to come put this battery plant in your town, and we're going to hire all these people. Oh, it's going to do great for your local economy, all this, that, and the third. And then guess what? Once they get the okay to start tearing down trees and break ground, once they start doing that, guess what? All they're going to do is bust more immigrants to your town. They're going to hire people. Yeah. Oh, they're going to create all these jobs. They're going to create 1,500 jobs. But guess what? 1,500 jobs, 1,300 of them are going to be immigrants. They're not going to speak a goddamn English, or very little. And you're not going to get your sons and your daughters that are turning grown and all that other shit. Oh, they're not going to be able to work there and work their way through college. They're going to have to go to McDonald's. They're going to have to go to Burger King and Taco Bell and work at those fucking places. They're not going to go down to the battery plant and learn any skilled labor. No, what are y'all kidding? Oh yeah. They're building a battery plant down the street from my house here in South Carolina. And I fucking hate it because I already know what's going to happen. They're starting to break ground. They're clearing trees, right, to get ready to start building the foundation. Once they start throwing shit up, once the foundation is poured and they start building and they start putting up these IMP walls and all that, guess what? Guess what I'm going to start seeing? I'm going to start seeing a bunch of Venezuelans, a bunch of motherfucking Haitians. Oh, yeah. There's so many black people that handle all the jobs here. They drive all the trucks. They do all the construction on the roads. There are a lot of black people that are employed here in South Carolina doing skilled labor. They're doing skilled labor. So anybody telling you that black folks don't want these jobs, they do. And they're doing these jobs in these towns like this right now. But guess what? When that battery plant gets built and they need construction workers to do that shit, oh, they're gonna hire these contractors and subcontractors. They're gonna hire through all these temp agencies, right? And then they're gonna get people with fake ITN numbers and fake Social Security numbers, birth certificates, All this shit. Trust me, I know this because this is, I know this is happening. I know this is happening because one such company, one such contractor were using a temp agency to get workers, and they found out that over 90% of their workforce that they were sending us, not us, but to another contractor on the job, were illegal immigrants. And so they had to stop using them. But they had already been working there for 4 or 5 months. But now these people are going to get visas. So it's no longer going to be, oh, well, they're illegal. No, they're going to get visas. They're going to get vouchers. They're going to get all that shit. They're going to be putting these people up in these hotels and apartment buildings around here. I'm going to start seeing all these Venezuelans, all these, maybe not a lot of Haitians either, because I don't see a lot of Haitians on construction sites. No, it's mostly Venezuelans and, you know, those types, you know, South Americans, you know. And those are the ones that actually want to work. Those are the ones that actually don't want no trouble. You know what I'm saying? But they don't work any harder than us. They don't. They don't. They stand around like everybody else do when they feel like nobody's looking. Oh, thank you, Black Spring or Autumn. Oh, this happened in Illinois. I gotta do my lunges. Yes, man. They are. Yeah. Oh, they want you to focus on Illinois, motherfucking Colorado, LA. No, but they're here as well. Now, like I said, not so much in South Carolina. Don't see a lot of them here yet. But like I said, once they start hiring, right? Once they start, there's a term in construction. Once they start going in and really start getting cracking and have to hire a lot of people, you're going to see a whole bunch of them. Where is it? The cartels are taking over San Francisco. Well, yeah. What are you going to do? They are demanding small business owners, giving them jobs. Fuck that. See that? Who gave these motherfuckers? And I don't give a fuck who they are. European, South American, Haitian, African, Chinese. I don't give a fuck what their color creed. Who gave them the impression that they can come over here and demand any fucking thing? Because that's what they're doing. Oh, this hotel ain't good enough. Oh, there's no this and no that. Motherfucker, did nobody tell you to come over here? And then you demanding shit? Imagine that. But they want us to pull ourselves up by our bootstraps. We got to pull ourselves up by our bootstraps. But they get to come over here and demand shit. If they don't knock it off. They don't knock it off. Get the fuck out of here. Listen, let me tell y'all something. Yes. Is our government using these people as pawns for an agenda? Yes, they are. But these people still are their own individuals. And they don't get no pass either. Just because you're being allowed in here and they're using you, doesn't mean that you can come over here and we just gonna accept you. Like, oh yeah, kid, come over here, do whatever you want here. You want my extra bedroom? Yeah, you can have that. No, fuck out of here with that. No, you don't get shit. You don't get shit you don't earn. And you don't earn shit by crossing the Rio goddamn Grande or coming up through Mexico. That's not how you earn your place here. You understand? And I'm not talking about in this government sanctioned world. I'm talking about anywhere you go. Anywhere you go. You don't just get shit because you demand it because some other motherfucker invited you. That's like me going to my neighbor's house and invite for a party. and inviting somebody he don't know over to his house without consulting him and telling the people that I invited, yeah, go ahead, eat whatever you want. Get whatever drink you want. That's not how this shit work. My neighbor gonna look at me like I'm crazy. And that's what the government's doing. Yeah. Just go to that town. Do whatever you want. Take that job. Do this, do that. Yeah. Boot the veterans out of their shelter and take over. Yeah, it's fine. Man, that's not how this shit works, man. The government is always doing that, though. The government is always giving away our money to people that didn't earn it, right? This is awkward. I was at my chiropractor yesterday, and she told me I got duck feet with my stance and the way I walk. So she told me I have to, when I do things like squats and lunges and whatnot, to make sure I stand pigeon-toed, that my stance is more, my feet pointed toward inward, to kind of give my hips more mobility, you understand? Because I guess I'm really tight, but I can't help it because I practice Muay Thai, and in Muay Thai, you open your hips up, and your stance is open. So for those good kicks, you're opening your hips up, and I'm used to kicking the heavy bag and opening my hips up. I kick properly, so and then eventually, after doing that so many times, your muscles and your ligaments get muscle memory, and now, like, even when you stand regular, you stand with your feet pointed outward, away from it, with your toes pointed away from each other. And so she's telling me, well, when you do squats and lunges, turn my feet in more, and it's kind of awkward. But I have to be open in open stance, when I practice Muay Thai. So, it'll take some getting used to. But I guess it's good to be able to, have more mobility in your hips, not just be open all the time. Hen Dog, the fearless one. At least they can't vote, not for now. So what? So y'all so worried about this damn vote. Y'all so worried about the vote. It's not. At least they can't vote. They're getting everything they could possibly want in this country without voting. Them not being able to vote is not going to stop them from getting what they want. Sunshine said, didn't Cali give them the right to? Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Cali gave them the right to vote and get a license, and for medical care, and to get transgender surgery and all that bullshit. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Marcus invited me. Where's the damn potato salad? Exactly. Black Spring Autumn says, YouTuber Ford boss posted that it's happening to him. The illegals first show up with no papers and demand to work in his shop. He said, I can't hire you. A few months later, they were returning saying, you can hire me now. I have legal paperwork. And you know what I would tell him if I was Ford boss? Get the fuck out of my Ford, boss. Get the fuck out. I'm not hiring you. Just because you don't get a job because you just say, oh, I want a job. No, you have to. First of all, that's not how you do this. You have to have some humility when looking for a job. You're asking someone to work for them in their business. I don't have to hire you. Get the fuck out of my face and don't come back. Oh, this is so they can vote. Yep. Yes, Sunshine. California is giving them all that shit. And it's funny because Governor Newsom didn't sign the bill that would, what did that bill do? I talked about it the other day. It was, to give them up to $150,000 toward a down payment for a house. An American never got no shit like that. Not even a veteran, right? The most a veteran can get when buying a house is just no down payment. But they're not going to get $150,000 toward the value of the home. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? It's It's a joke. And I'm surprised that Governor Newsom didn't sign that. Maybe he knew there would be problems for him. But it should already have been a bridge too far. When, whatever, man. You know. But the great replacement theory is now a fact. It's now a fact. You know, that's what they're trying to do. That's what they're trying to do. They know that they can do whatever they want with these people. They know that these people think that, but see, they're going to be sadly mistaken because they're going to want more and more and more and more shit. And eventually going to want more shit than this government is willing to give them. And they're going to have a problem on their hands. They're going to have a problem. And it's going to end up becoming our problem. Right? It's going to become our problem. Just like it's the problem of the people in rural Colorado. The government created the bullshit, created the problem, and now it's the people's problem. They got to deal with it. And guess what? The government ain't doing shit. Black People Autumn said, most people are stuck in apartments, moving from rental to rental like nomads. Yeah. Allegedly, Harris supported the bill that Newsom didn't sign. I'm sure she did, because she's a clown. She's a clown. And, you know, I love, you know, they're really trying to exploit her so-called blackness to manipulate black people. And, you know, it's not working like they think it is, because there's still a lot of black people that ain't fucking with Kamala. It's mostly women that are fucking with her, and these soft-ass dudes. These soft-ass dudes that want women to be their boss because they don't want to accept any leadership responsibility. So any real man, most real men are not fucking with Kamala Harris because they understand what having a female as a leader is, a woman as a leader. And let me tell y'all something. You know, some women might be offended by that, but women make great leaders to other women and children. They don't make great leaders of men, right? Now, there are exceptions. There are exceptions throughout history where women have made great leaders. But they understood what the role is, right? And they often had men by their side to advise them on how to proceed with certain shit. So women can be great leaders if they have a great man to guide them through their leadership. So Kamala's not going to have that with this Walls character. Walls he's not a leader himself. You understand? Even though she brought him to that interview to kind of protect her because she knew that he would get most of the, questions, and, she kind of, but he's not a great guy for her, right? Anyway, most men that fuck with Kamala don't want to be leaders. We have been under, the black community has this thing where, especially the Hotep two-steppers, a lot of the Hotep two-steppers in the black community have this thing about the black woman being God and all this. And that's really just kind of silly, because if God exists, and if it were a sentient being, if it was more than just energy, right? If it was more than just energy of the universe, it would not be male or female. Because the concept of reproduction, because you're a male or a female, what makes you a woman or a man has to do with procreation, creating more life. That's the importance of that. You understand what I'm talking about? So God doesn't have to couple with another thing to create. So it's not going to be it's going to be, there is no, If God exists, as they say God exists, it can't be a man or a woman. It can't be a human. You know, it's not going to be humanoid. Is it bipedal? Is it insectoid? What? It's not any of that, right? It's energy. It can create life from within itself. So it has no sex. It has no gender. It doesn't need. God is supposed to be the supreme being. It doesn't need another supreme being to create life or to create anything. Life, non-life, stars, nebulas. It can just create it, right? If God is what y'all say it is, it doesn't need to be a man or a woman. So why are we talking about the black woman is God? You know, what that does is it absolves those men of leadership, of being true leaders. And this is why black folks are stuck where they at. Black folks are stuck because the men don't want to step up and be leaders. They don't want to offend their precious women. Oh, we don't want to offend our women. We want to continue to get the puss. So guess what? We're going to tell them, oh, you the goddess. Oh, you God. Yeah, you God, girl. While you stroking that thing. Come on, man. I know what you're doing. Trust me, I've been dealing with Hotep two-steppers for quite a while. I know how they operate. Oh yeah, you the queen. You the sun, the moon, and the earth. I saw heaven when I made sweet love. Oh, my bad, my bad. I'm talking about when you made and created the stars, the heavens, and the earth. Oh, you the black woman. Everybody came from you. Everything came from you. And I'm about to come in you. I mean, I'm about to come with you. Come on, man. I know the game. I know how these Hotep's two-steppers work. They don't think you gods. But I tell you what, they don't want to deal with the neck snapping and the teeth. They don't want to deal with the neck rolling and the teeth smacking and the lip smacking. So guess what? They're going to submit so they can get up in that shit. You understand? Black men going to submit to get up in that shit. Don't make it, they don't really think y'all true leaders. They don't really think y'all true leaders, but they will pander to y'all to get in them panties. Pander to get in the panties. Yes. Then Mike is a clown. And that's all I got to say about that. Have you seen my post about prostitution, LOL? No, I have not. I need to watch that. But I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Let me tell y'all, man. The dudes that say black women are gods, they want to get up in them draws. They know. You understand? Like I said, I dealt with this shit. When I was with that Hotep two-step group I was with. I knew the game. I didn't use that method. I never said no silly shit like that. To get no, you know, that's all it is. That's all it is. I got my girls when I wanted to get up in something. I just told them, yo, let's get it cracking. You know, I ain't got time to play no games. You know, I don't want no girlfriend or no wives, but you know, we can't have a mutually beneficial relationship. And that was well understood. But I didn't have to do no Hotep two-stepping in. Oh, you a goddess. Oh, you the god. Yeah, you run everything. No, fuck all that. That's not how this shit works. Besides, black women don't take dudes like that seriously. Like, they'll use them for what they can, you know, but they understand the game. Those dudes come off as full of Fruit Loops. Exactimundo. Dad, Mike, you ain't got no black woman. Stop it. Okay. This is supposed to be. I ain't liking this. The front split squats. I ain't really liking that. That don't make no sense. I don't know what I'm supposed to be. No, I don't like that. Anyway. Excuse me. Sunshine says those dudes be smacking their lips more than women. Facts. Yeah. Let me tell y'all, man. Men, everything a man does, let me tell y'all. I'm gonna give y'all a little secret. Everything a man does in this world is to get up in some draws. The ultimate goal is to get up in draws and spread their progeny. Yeah, spread the progeny. In order to do that, you gotta get in them draws. So it's a natural inclination for men to be providers, provide security, you know what I'm saying? And ultimately be responsible and have a duty and honor in what they're doing in life. Well, some dudes like to skip steps. They don't want the responsibility. They don't want the duty. They don't want the responsibility of leadership and accountability. No, they just want the draws. Yeah, they're out of whack. They're out of order. They're constantly talking about, yeah, that's crazy. Cause I ain't doing none of that. None of that goes down. No booty play. No booty hole play. Let me be clear. No booty hole play. No, none of that. No booty hole play. No licking. No fingers. Nothing. That is exit only. No access. I sound like Tommy from Martin. Man, what are you talking about, shawty? But yeah, none of that goes down, yo. And yeah, they do talk about that type of stuff. It's unnatural, and I'm cool on that. So yeah, I'm sorry, ladies, but I don't believe you're God, and I will not follow a woman's leadership. Hell, I don't follow men's leadership. Tell you the truth, I am, I hate using these type of terms, but I'm what you might consider a Sigma, a lone wolf. I don't necessarily want to be anybody's leader, but I damn sure ain't following nobody's lead. It takes a lot for me to follow somebody. It would take a lot. Like, you would have to be damn near flawless in your execution of everything, and no one is. So, yeah, I lead myself, exactly. I think I will survive better in a shit hit the fan situation being on my own than being part of a group or a community. Now, do I want to build community? I have to get beyond my selfishness and understand that community is for my children, And I understand we have to keep the legacy alive and keep everything going. You need a community for that. I understand that. So I have to give up that selfish part of me that wants to withdraw from everyone and everybody in society, because there are some people out there like me, and those are the type of people that would be great to build a community with. But I don't need no gimmicks. I don't need no, what I'm talking about, man. All the themes and what I'm talking about is like Hotep two-steppers, red pill, blue pill, liberal this, conservative that, all these organizations that really don't do anything. I'm cool on all that. Let's just be self-sufficient, independent, secure, and a force to be reckoned with. You don't need to be any special group. You don't need to exclude, because see, all that is exclusion. Nation of Islam, the Hebrews, the conservative club, and this is very exclusive, right? But what you really want are people that are on the same wavelength, but they don't have to agree with everything that you believe, and you don't have to agree with everything they believe. You guys can still exist in the same world and work together, and still think that, I don't know, you can just have some certain different beliefs. You don't have to believe everything somebody else believes to roll with them. Sunshine says, I haven't seen. Black Spring Autumn says, wrong port. Exactly. Yeah, that's funny. Sunshine says, I haven't seen anyone on that level since I've been on this planet. What level are you talking about, Sunshine? I realize most of the time I'm better off by myself in situations, because I end up realizing I know how to act better than most other niggas that will get you killed. Facts. These are facts. Sunshine says, the only person that I had that had it right was Brother Malcolm, and he evolved to that point. He did. He did. And then your best comrade might be a white dude. You know what I'm saying? A podunk country white dude that you think is racist, but he's just honest and real. And then you think that he's a clown, and then he chews on hay straws and kicks shit and eats raw pig, but he doesn't. You know what I'm saying? The motherfucker love to fish and hunt and likes to build shit and, likes guns and likes to go shooting, and he doesn't really hate you, right? I know that sounds crazy. I'm not on that Hotep two-step shit though. And he doesn't necessarily have to, be your best friend, but hey. And then there are black people like that. There are country black folks that do the same shit. They hunt, they fish. You know what I'm saying? They hunt, they get up early in the morning and hunt or fish. Catch everything, throw everything in the freezer, go to work, come back, process all that shit. And then they got their food and they just go work because, hey, they need to buy feed for their horses and all that other type of shit. A lot of these people, you can find them on Facebook. And I've been on some of these people on Facebook for years before I came here. And I haven't even reached out to anybody yet. I haven't reached out because I'm still working on the road and I don't have time, right? I'm on the road 5 days a week. I'm home 2 days a week. So, but once I get to the place where I'm home every day, I am doing more things to be independent, I can start doing shit like that and chronicling and letting y'all see what's going on. Showing people a different way of life. Showing people that it doesn't matter what age you are, you can stern. You can still learn how to do different shit. You can learn how to be self-sufficient, self-reliant. Even if you never touched a tool in your life, you can still do that. It's never too late to learn that shit. Only person that had it, okay. Every time we see a real one, that person is unalived or incarcerated. It's unfortunate. Joe with open eyes for us is, I'm the same way because I end up having better judgment than a lot of dudes, even ones that get older than me. It doesn't matter. Yeah, I hear you. Exactly, these motherfuckers will chastise you for getting with the white woman, for example, but how many goofy niggas do we know that are married to black women? Anybody can be your ally. Anybody, yeah, exactly. Yeah, the race shit is played out. It is played out. Now, am I still pro-black? Absolutely. But most black people say they're pro-black, but they're not. They're not. Because as soon as a new Black Panther and a Nation of Islam motherfucker start trying to build, they start talking about religion and all this bullshit. And then it fucks shit up. Now they can't fucking deal with each other because they don't have the same religious belief. It's fucking bullshit. Religion is divisive. That's why I can't respect Sonetta and them type of clowns. Why are we still debating about religion? It's 2024. You have all these resources and you have all these access to people that you can do great things with. You can influence these people in the best way possible. But you're still putting on debates about fucking religion when you could be saying, hey, you know what? Fuck this religion shit. Let's find somebody that knows how to bushcraft. Let's find somebody that knows how to hunt. Let's find somebody that knows how to find water. Let's get these people on my show. Let me go to them. I'll bring some cameras and they can show us how to live off the land. They can show us how to be this, that, and third. But no, you still debating fucking religion and beefing with women that call you out for supporting pedophiles. Let me tell y'all something, man. The Hotep two-step community is a farce. The Hotep two-step black power movement is not a movement at all, y'all. I know firsthand. That's why I saw through Sinetta as soon as I saw that motherfucker. Y'all just made me think of the dudes in the movie Don't Be a Menace to Society. All that pro-black we're living, yeah, they are absolutely. Because they have been taught that you just have to act in the role you want to be in. You don't have to live it. Well, guess what? I'm not going to pretend that I hate white folks or any other type of people to make other black people feel better about me. You understand what I'm saying? But guess what? If I run across a white motherfucker that decided that he hated me and wanted to do something about it, don't think I won't hesitate to cut the motherfuckers down. That's how you have to be. Any threat can get dealt with. And you just have to understand what that threat is. A person waving a Confederate flag in my face isn't doing anything. Or if I go down, you know, when I first decided to come here to South Carolina, people were like, what about the Confederate flags on the trucks? So, if I see a truck, somebody driving a truck with a Confederate flag on, what am I supposed to do? Chase them down, shoot their tires out and kill? What do you want me to do? Or be scared? I'm supposed to be scared of somebody with a Confederate flag? I don't give a fuck about that. That shit it doesn't affect my life. Now, if a motherfucker with a Confederate flag came to my house and tried to intimidate me, that's a different story. But unless they're doing that, I'm gonna let them fly whatever flag they want. They can fly a devil worshiping flag. As long as they don't try to make me a blood sacrifice, they can do what they want. But I'm not gonna fear them. I'm not gonna live in fear. I'm not gonna live in fear. I'm gonna go where I feel is more suitable for me to lead the life I want to live. And that's what I did. I don't give a fuck about no Confederate flag waving motherfucker. Whoever told you that is soft, mad soft. Just like Martin Luther, dude was straight plant. He was laying up with some Caucasian female while his own people were marching. Yeah. Instead, you know what I would do? If I was Martin and I wanted me some white Buddha, I would tell my wife, look, man, we got to do this polygamy thing. And I love you, but hey, I like this white girl over here too. But I'm not gonna hide it. And guess what? If she don't come march with me, if she don't come march with y'all, guess what? I'm dropping her ass off. I ain't fucking with her no more. Yeah, he failed. But personally, I like black women. Personally, I love black women. And, you know, I just prefer chocolate. I like me some chocolate. So, I mean, at the end of the day, you know, a man can date whoever they want, you know, but I like me some chocolate. So if I were ever to do a polygamy type thing, it would be, I'd have a bunch of chocolate. It'd be a 6-pack of chocolate. A 6-pack of chocolate, dark chocolate bars. You understand? If I were ever to do anything like that, which I have no interest in because that's a lot of fucking work. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work with one wife. Let me tell y'all that right now. It is a lot of work with one wife. But if I ever felt like I could handle it, oh yeah, it's gonna be some chocolate all over the place. Y'all gonna call me Willy Wonka. That's what y'all gonna call me. If I ever get it cracking, y'all gonna call me Willy Wonka, and y'all gonna call my house the chocolate factory. You understand what I'm talking about? Because I'm all about that chocolate. Yes, sir. You know, this is what it is. Shit. Dead Mike, hush your mouth. You like you a thick chocolate bunny. That's what's up, Sunshine. Your elders made sure you knew the truth about Malcolm, or Martin. Yeah? Yeah. I like me a thick chocolate bunny. I wonder if the immigrants are taking over the sundown towns. I doubt it. But Tucala, Alabama might be such a town. I don't know. But they have, the city controller is black, so I doubt it. I don't know, but I do know sundown towns still exist. And guess what? I wouldn't be afraid to be in me a sundown town. All you gotta do is bring your tools with you. Bring your tools. Be ready to use them. Motherfucker come funkin' with you. Hey, do like Rebels Ridge. You know what I'm saying? Be on some Rebel Ridge. I ain't even watched the movie yet, but I know what it's about. I know what it's about. Taking that thing off. Oh shit, all that sweat dried up. There was a bunch of sweat on the floor. Let me tell y'all. Yep, bring your tools. That's all you got to do. See, you know, sundown towns are effective as they are because of the fear element. The fear element. All you got to do is not be fearful, or don't operate in fear, right? Operate from a place of being a proficient weapon. If you yourself are a weapon, then any weapon formed against you shall get these hands and these feet and these trigger fingers. You understand what I'm talking about? Just, hey. It takes a piece to keep the peace, exactly. Yeah. Yep. Your elders should still carry if they, yep. That's just the way the world works. But yeah, that's what I'm talking about, y'all. Oh, and then, I was going to say that they're using these Haitians, right? They're villainizing the shit out of these Haitians to manipulate black people into accepting immigration, into accepting this illegal immigration, like this influx of invaders. They want black folks to accept it by using the Haitians as a shield to protect them from being, so they're using the Haitians as a shield, right? It's all about the Haitians now. They're using the Haitians as a shield to get black people to accept illegal immigration and to defend this bullshit. Yeah. They're using black people as pawns through the Haitians. And most of these Haitians coming over here, they don't want no problems. But guess what? They shouldn't be here. They should not be here either, right? There is no exception, right? Venezuelan, Chinese, Haitian. None of these motherfuckers should be here looking for shit. But what they're doing, let me tell y'all what they're doing with the Haitians, though. What they're doing with the Haitians is a little bit different than what they're doing with the Venezuelans. You see, what they're doing with a lot of the Haitians they are using them as slave labor. You understand what I'm talking about? And the Haitians are just, y'all know about that white woman in New York that had that Haitian family with her, had them cooking and cleaning and doing all this other shit just to live with them. Yeah, using them as slave labor. Yeah, that's what they're doing with the Haitians. Yeah. Yeah. And that's what this chicken plant is going to do. You understand what I'm talking about? So they shouldn't be here, but they're being manipulated, right? Oh, they're eating cats and dogs. And so, of course, black people are going to internalize that. Black Americans are going to internalize that and take it as, oh, they're saying I'm eating cats and dogs. This cat and dog bullshit is a fucking ploy, y'all. But you want to relate to these Haitians because they're black. If they said that Venezuelans were eating cats and dogs, y'all be like, oh yeah, y'all would not behave in that way, and they know that. So they're saying they're using this Haitian cat and dog talking point to get black people to get outside their head and operate in emotion, right? That's why I said in the title or in the description how they're using pathos. They're using the Haitians as pathos to manipulate black folks into accepting, bringing people in their communities to replace them. And we're falling for it, hook, line, and sinker. And guess what? These white conservatives, they're falling for the same bullshit. Why? Because they're mocking these Haitians with these cat and dog memes. They're using these memes to demean these Haitians, and which is pissing black people off. So now it's doing okay. So I mean, This thing, y'all, they're using the Haitians, right? They're doing three things with these Haitians. They're using the Haitians to manipulate black people into accepting immigrants, not just Haitians, but immigrants in general, from replacing their black asses. And they're using the white conservatives to demean and put down the Haitians, to piss off black people, to cause division, right? And three, what's the third thing they're using them for? Cheap labor, slave labor, right? The Haitians will be willing slaves. They'll make $5, $10 an hour. We don't know what kind of arrangements they got with these visas. We don't know if they fall under the same labor laws. You understand what I'm talking about? That's that y'all come on, man. Y'all need to wake the fuck up. Y'all don't know what they doing. The same shit they did during the fucking debate. The same shit. Oh, we gotta get off stupid, y'all. We gotta get off stupid. We gotta get off stupid. The Haitians are being used as pawns to make black people pawns to defend the Great Replacement. That's what they're doing. You understand? You're gonna work at McDonald's. They're gonna work at the battery plants. They're gonna learn skilled labor, and you're gonna learn how to fucking flip burgers. And then when you get out of college, well, guess what? They're doctors and they're psychiatrists and they're people. Their engineers are going to take over. You know what I'm talking about? I'm not talking about the Haitians. I'm talking about other foreign people that have doctors and shit, and they feel like they're better than us because they think Americans are lazy. Let me tell y'all something, man. We got to wake the fuck up. Real shit. Jay Organized for it says, and also the state too, because people's fear of getting arrested if they shoot someone and self-defense, which they should be allowed to do without repercussion. Yeah, that's why you got to be in a state where there is a castle doctrine and there is a stand your ground. See, one thing I had to learn about what they're doing, right? A lot of people have a problem with stand your ground and castle doctrines because they feel like white people can use it just to wipe out black folks with impunity when we can use it as well. Right now, it didn't work out for old girl in Florida that shot at her abusive boyfriend. They prosecuted the shit out of her. It didn't work for her, but there are many cases where black people are using firearms to defend themselves, and they are not being arrested. They aren't, they aren't in the system. Let's not. We want the castle doctrine, and we want stand your ground. Trust me on that. We don't want duty to retreat. We don't want that, because once you start implementing that shit in your state or your city or whatever, oh, you're screwed. You're screwing yourself. We don't want to end the castle doctrine. We don't want to end the stand your ground. We don't want duty to retreat. We don't want none of that. They used it before. Black Spring Autumn said they used it before with photos from the border, and they disappeared a few years ago. Oh yeah. Sunshine says, and we must not forget the tactics of stage news. Oh, absolutely not. False flag events. We mustn't forget. But that's it. That's all I got for now, y'all. I'm gonna get out of here. Got to do me some stretching. And yeah, the world is a stage, Lulu. Much love. Like, share, subscribe, and we're gonna keep marching forward toward freedom. Peace.